Welcome back, y'all. Thank you so much for listening to part one. It's such a fucking crazy story.
It is.
Thank y'all so much for bearing with us, though. We are going into part two and just really excited to just show you how the shit ends because it's crazy. Yeah. I have to ask you, though, because, we're talking about PTO and, we're going into it. Like, if you had, like, a month of PTO time that you could just take off, where would you go?
I want to go to Japan.
Yeah.
And I want to take baby girl with me too.
Yeah.
Because she's obsessed with the culture. But
is she like in the anime and stuff?
yes.
Yeah.
The ramen, anime, she draws it in her sleep.
Yeah. It looks so pretty and clean over there.
It's very clean over there. Not a speckle in sight on those grounds.
I love that.
And the malls there, the seafood there, I'm going there for a whole month. I'm shopping till I drop. I'm eating till I gain 30 pounds. You will not hear from me.
I know that's right.
When I come back, I will be a whole new person. Yeah. And that's if
you may even speak a
back.
little bit of Japanese.
Teach me something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I heard it's like beautiful there.
Mm-hmm.
Like hell fucking yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you would probably need like a month.
Absolutely, because there's so much to view.
Mm-hmm.
So much to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's a good answer. I like that.
What about you? Where would you go?
I would go back to Greece, actually.
Really?
Yeah. We went for our honeymoon to an island called Milos, and it was unbelievable. It was the quietest, prettiest place I've ever seen in my life. And everyone was so nice. And the food was so fucking good. And it was like heaven.
Greece is nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where I'd go. Awesome. Oh, yeah. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Part two. Here we go.
So, and I know that they were fucking pissed too. Like, wait, well, wasn't it like as soon as you guys sent it to HR, they just kind of ignored y'all?
Yeah, they tried to play like everything was normal, and
yeah,
we're all good. But I made sure that they knew that me specifically, I was pissed.
Oh, for sure.
And I definitely changed the temperature in that department.
Yeah.
I would come in some days, and this is all leading up to the actual meeting.
Yeah.
I would come in that department, and I remember
with HR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Kenya Moore would like ask me a question. I wouldn't even look her way or respond.
I know that's right.
Talk to my back.
No, right.
Because I got a problem with you.
We're about to go to war.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think this is always something that I hate this about corporate is it's like this this performative civility where you can be having a major fucking problem with someone, but you're still supposed to have like these niceties with them, and you're still supposed to act and engage with them as though everything's normal. And that is like not a real human experience. Like that is not fucking normal.
It's not real life.
It's not real life.
Yeah.
Like, no, fuck you. Like you're a piece of shit, and I don't want to fucking say good morning to you.
Yeah, and you have no reason to do this. And you think I'm supposed to come in here all happy-go-lucky and talk about, what you did with your daughter over the weekend?
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Absolutely. Those privileges are gone.
Yeah. Go shove a stapler up your ass. Like, I'm not going to fucking...
and click it.
And click it. I'm not going to fucking talk to you.
Girl.
What does your sister always say? You must be smoking dick.
Yes. Are you smoking dick? Because what in your mind made you think that you could do this?
It's wild to me.
You fucking straight shooter. Like, oh my gosh.
Yes. So HR responds and sets up a meeting.
Well, I want to point out that it took HR about 2.5 weeks to set this meeting up with us.
Yeah.
And
Marlo Hampton comes in and out. Marlo Hampton is not a regular showrunner. Friend of the show. So Marlo Hampton is HR, so we don't really get to see her as much as we should.
Correct.
As part of the main cast. HR should be more of the main cast, but they're not, which is fine, but okay.
Also, Marlo Hampton is a black woman. So this is a black woman that's running HR.
Yeah.
But we have to keep in mind that HR is not for the benefit of employees.
That's something people need to remember.
They are not your friend. They are here to do what's in the best interest of the company.
So the company doesn't get sued.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's the mindset we had to keep going into this meeting.
But you know what? This is why when I first saw the email and I was talking to you guys and I was so confident about the fact that it wouldn't fly, because that's what I do know. Like, I know that HR does not work for you. HR works for the company. And again, there are rules, and HR is there to make sure that those rules happen, not to make you feel good or have a better quality of life. It's so the company doesn't get sued. So as soon as I saw the contingencies, I was like, this is something you guys will get sued for this.
And we would win.
So this isn't going to fucking fly.
Right.
HR is going to be on your side because this is not allowed.
And they have to
you
fix
cannot
it.
tell people that they can't call out of work.
Or take time off.
This is not a fucking
In the
plantation.
future. Yeah.
This is not a fucking plantation. What the fuck? So I already knew this, but people forget going to HR is not, it's not what you think it is.
Yeah.
In that sense. So HR they're dragging their feet, and they finally, we set up a meeting.
Yeah, we sent them an email trying to touch base, like, hey, when are we going to have a meeting set up?
Right.
She responds. She sets a time and date.
HR responds.
Yes.
Yeah.
She puts it on our calendar, and I'm just like,
here we go. So who was the meeting invite sent to? You, Stoney, Kenya Moore, and
Andy Cohen.
Andy Cohen, not Cynthia Bailey. And this, I always thought that was so fucking telling, that Cynthia Bailey, weak as fuck, fucking, you're so you don't even get to sit in the meeting. And this is why you're just a talking head. You're doing somebody else's bidding.
But you sent the email, and now your mum's the word.
Because it didn't come from her.
You're correct. But you're weak sauce, because that didn't even align with what you initially told us when we brought it to you.
Yeah, very
So
weak.
why not stand up for your newly acquired team and say, hey, I'm not going to send this to them? Because that's not the conversation I had with them prior.
That's just not a common character that we find in corporate. Look, people are mostly just fucking agreeable, and they just want to get by. And she's answering to Kenya Moore, and that's who she wants to please.
Yeah.
That's not how we operate.
No.
At all. But this is very fucking par for the course. Very fucking par for the course. But I just think it's fucking hilarious that you weren't even invited to the meeting, because really, none of this was your brilliant fucking idea. You're just a talking head. That's all. And we were talking about this earlier in part 1, when you said Kenya Moore hired Cynthia Bailey.
She did.
They knew each other
Prior
to, and then she hired her.
I later found out that they both took a class at a college university together. That's how they found each other. And she basically, told her about the position, and she
encouraged
got it.
her to apply.
Yeah.
And that was her way of really cherry picking and controlling who came into that role, because she needed somebody that she could control.
Correct. And do her dirty work. And think that she wouldn't get called out. Yeah.
Kenya Morris, very much a politician, very much needs to appear likable and needs to have good front-facing relationships with people, even though one of the cruelest people I've ever met.
Behind closed doors, you're the enemy.
Yeah,
and you've always been the enemy.
Right, yeah. And you use other bodies to maneuver and stuff. Yeah.
Correct.
But it's just so crazy to me that you guys, again, only just wanted to take fucking vacation.
I mean,
and this yes. And this is why people don't fucking take time off.
Yeah.
And it's like, I saw something that was like, people have an average of $3,000 worth of PTO saved. That's on average.
Yeah. That goes unused.
Goes unused.
Yeah.
They don't fucking take it. And it's just like, it's like going back to the 78%, 78% of people in this fucking country feel guilty about taking time off. Guilty.
Yeah, but why are they not using it? Because
of shit like this.
Thank you.
It's shit like this.
Why do I want to go through all of this when I could probably just not take it and go to work?
Fine, I'll just go to work.
I'll just go to work.
And then I'll get burnt out, and I'll be resentful, and I'll fucking hate my job, and I'll hate coming here.
And I'll convince everybody that works here to hate their job, and I'm just going to be a walking disease in the department. Right. Yeah.
I mean, this is why I always say corporate is going to be its own downfall, because it's just not sustainable. It does not practice any kind of human care. Like, it just does not give a fuck about people. It just needs as many bodies as possible to move as quickly as possible, and it takes out no time to actually care about people. So that's what's happening here, and you have to go to HR to get time off of work.
Yep. We schedule our meeting. The day has come. We have on our Sunday best.
I know, that's right.
I mean, I'm decked
It's an
out.
event.
Yeah.
An HR meeting is a fucking event.
And we're talking
Like,
about with VPs.
right. Andy Cohen's going to be there,
Yes.
which I want to talk a little bit about Andy Cohen. So Andy Cohen's like, you know, a producer on the show.
Yeah.
We don't see Andy Cohen very often. So
He's not in the mess.
He's not in the mess.
But he moderates it.
Right. And Andy Cohen is not really, just like a very like neutral, like, you know, not
But he
a
knows
substantiated
right.
person.
He knows right from wrong.
Yeah.
It's just you don't visibly see it
Right.
all the time with
Very-
Andy Cohen.
VP energy.
Correct.
Always a poker face. You're just there to kind of you greet people, and you know what I mean, like, you're just never going to be the person that is taking a strong stance, that is saying anything out of the box or innovative or standing up for anybody. Like, you're like you said, a moderator.
Yeah.
Why was Andy Cohen invited to the meeting?
Because Kenya Moore and Cynthia Bailey reported to him. So if there were any questions to be brought up about his managers, you know, in time and like why they're doing this, he kind of had to answer to that.
Okay. All right.
For them, since they weren't going to be present
Okay.
in the meeting.
Okay.
So we get in there, and what I did notice was this meeting was not in like a conference room or anything like that. This was in Marlo Hampton's personal office.
Ooh.
Very intimate.
The head of HR's office?
Yes, very intimate, very round table with 4 seats.
That really sets a
Yeah.
tone.
This is serious.
This is serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who all is in the room?
It's me, Stoney, Andy Cohen, and Marlo Hampton. That is
All
it.
right. All right. So Kenya Moore was not in the room.
Kenya Moore was not in the room.
Okay. Okay.
She knew we were there, though.
Of course.
She was in office
saw
that day.
She saw the invite.
Correct.
Yeah. Why wasn't she invited to the meeting?
I honestly don't know, because I would have liked for both of them to be there.
That was a trick question. She wasn't invited to the meeting because she was in fucking trouble already.
No,
No.
true.
Yeah.
True.
That was a separate conversation that was going to need to be had.
I want to say I had like a one-off thing with Marlo Hampton, because she did come over to the department prior to the meeting, and she asked like if we wanted them to like be present or something like that. I vaguely remember that.
Okay. And what did you say? No.
I said no.
Okay.
We just want to
Okay.
talk with y'all first.
Okay.
Because
I see.
I don't need them looking at you any kind of way.
Right.
I don't need them lying. It just needs to be us so we can talk.
Well, yeah, for sure.
That's it.
Okay. Okay.
We get in there. Everybody is prepared. Everybody has pens, pads, notebooks, notes, printouts, except Andy Cohen.
Yeah. Receipts, dates, timelines, facts.
Pictures.
Yeah.
We got it all. We got
Yeah.
it all.
I mean, because it really is like going into battle.
But he walks in with nothing. He walks in with a pen and a yellow notepad that's blank. Not prepared.
Because he is blank. He is blank.
He is.
And this is, again, par for the course with him. Just did not fucking engage in any meaningful way ever.
He wasn't making eye contact. He was making jokes. He was asking us questions about
This
what
is
we're going to
also
do
like
on
a
the
man
trip.
thing.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
It's a man thing too.
can you be serious for
women
real?
don't fuck around about this
No.
shit. And you just come floating in here like you probably just fucking choked down a Jimmy John's footlong in the fucking elevator
And Jimmy
before you
John's
got
is
here.
nasty.
And you're just like, oh, I'm here. And there's probably like crumbs and stains on your fucking shirt. And you're just like, oh, it's woman business. Fuck you. This is serious shit.
We were very much prepared because this was not a joke to us.
Yes.
We did not take it lightly, and I need you to understand that you shouldn't either.
Right.
But it's okay. I'm gonna catch you up, which is what we did.
Right.
I think we were in there for about 2 hours.
Damn.
It was lengthy.
God, it's like my dream HR.
Girl.
Dream HR meeting for me is give me 2 fucking hours. Are you kidding me?
2 hours of us.
You know how much damage I can do in 2 hours?
Going back and forth. Oh, we did. I know I definitely did. I was doing a lot of the talking.
Of course. Well, you know, Stoney's very laid back.
She is.
Which we love that.
She said her piece.
Right.
She said her piece. She definitely stated, like, I feel like they were trying to set the stage for us to get fired.
Yeah.
And I said, oh.
Yeah. Because of your and you know, that's something we didn't touch on either, because I just like the blatant racism of it. But also, you are setting up a stage for us to fail. Mm-hmm. This, by us.
One of the metrics.
Oh, we forgot.
Yes.
Y'all, so sorry. We need to go back to one of the contingencies.
One of the
'cause this was, like,
contingencies.
one of the most egregious ones was
while we were out, if something regarding our duties was to mess up our metrics, we would be held responsible for it.
So basically, if mistakes are made while we are in Thailand,
Oh, yes.
while we are not here, we physically are not existing on this fucking plane. We are on another fucking continent. Mm-hmm. You say to us, you will get in trouble. If mistakes happen,
it will be your fault.
Yeah.
That was the one.
That was pretty.
I don't play about my fucking metrics. Well, I scored high every year.
Well, your metrics are directly tied to your salary.
Yes, and your bonus.
And your bonus,
you're messing with our money.
Right. But I just want to revel in how fucking egregious it is to say to somebody, if you take vacation time and a mistake is made while you're out, it's on you.
It's your fault.
And it's going to mess with your metrics.
And it's your fault.
These are threats.
And it's your fault.
It's your fault.
Good job, please.
It's a fucking threat.
Mm-hmm.
And it's meant to discourage you from taking time off. It is actually the most infuriating thing I had seen a manager try to pull off in my time there. Mm-hmm. It absolutely.
And in the meeting, that's the one that we honed in on.
Because it's very important.
Yes.
It's very important.
Marlo Hampton had a list of questions.
Because she's seeing all the ways that, we can be sued.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was ready.
Yeah.
Listen. I said, you know what? We don't even have to go through all this.
Yeah.
Well, let's take it to Duval Clerk of Court. Like, we don't even have to do this.
It's like, you cannot say that to people. There are laws in place that prevent you from threatening me because I don't want to be in this building.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm taking vacation.
I'm getting
punished
for using my time I earned.
Using my time that I earned for a vacation, for a mental break that you continuously try to advocate for us to do.
6 months advance notice.
Say it again.
6 months advance notice.
Yeah. How dare you?
It's actually fucking wild.
And, you know, in true fashion, Andy Cohen just kind of sat there and he was just like, I don't know why they would do this. And I just want you guys to understand, we don't agree with this. You can't go around telling people what to do with their time. And I was hearing what he was saying, but did you tell that to them? I don't think you did, because what I think you do, I think you sit up there in the meetings with them, and I think you kiki, and I think you joke with them, and I think you have the same beliefs as them when it comes to us as Black women.
Right. For sure.
But you get up here in front of Marlo Hampton, and now it's, we apologize, and shut up.
Right. Shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
Yeah. Shut your filthy mouth.
It was just.
That's his character too.
It is.
He does that.
It is.
He does that.
One of the things that they asked us in the meeting was if we felt like we want an apology, and I said absolutely.
I demand.
Yeah, Stoney could care less.
She's like that, though.
She is.
She's the type of person.
Because she's just like, she knows they're not going to genuinely mean it.
Right.
So don't lie in my face.
Right. But no, I want you to be, I want you drugged to the town square.
Fix your words and say it.
I want food thrown at you as you walk out of the fucking castle, down to the town square,
Boo,
and then you gotta make a
tomato.
and you gotta make a fucking announcement.
Yeah.
It isn't about whether it's genuine or not. It's teaching you that if I behave this way, then I have to actually do something humiliating and apologize to my fucking employees. That's humiliating for you.
Yeah.
So you should be forced to do it.
Yeah.
For sure.
There's consequences for your action. And also
that's the accountability factor.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you need to apologize, because when I get good and up out of here, I want you to not do this to the next person.
Right.
You're not going to do this to the next person, because you're going to remember how small you felt when you had to apologize to a black woman like me.
Yeah.
Run me that.
Run me that apology.
Run me that apology.
For fucking sure.
And say it to this mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
That's where me and Stoney kind of like differentiated, because I was like, no, you're going to apologize to me.
For sure.
Yeah.
So how was Marla Hampton acting in the meeting? She's listening.
I know she was like, boy, I can't wait to go back home and tell my meetings about this. But she was very
juicy.
Yes. Yeah. She was very tuned in. She had a bunch of questions.
She looked concerned.
Yes. She did not agree with this at all. She definitely piqued Andy Cohen not being prepared, because she would ask him questions and he's just like,
yeah,
we don't
very dumb.
Not just giving guppy.
Yeah, I know.
I was thoroughly impressed by Marlo Hampton.
Yeah,
because I wasn't expecting it.
When HR works for you, it works well. Yeah, when it's on your side, it works very, very, very well.
One of the things that Marlo and Andy Cohen agreed on, they were just like, you guys can go ahead and submit your time. It will get approved. And I said, hold your horses. We're not submitting any time until you put it in writing.
Very smart.
Yeah. I said, I want it in writing, and I want you to CC them.
Yeah, we're not going to just go put the request in after this meeting. I want you to send an email saying that, like, go ahead and put your time in. It's going to be approved.
Correct. Like, God, I want to drop a name so bad.
I know. Okay.
Yeah, I'll repeat it.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so when we were in the meeting, they basically agreed that we could go ahead and submit our time and it would instantly get approved.
Yeah.
And I was just like, hold your horses. We're not submitting anything for approval until it's in writing that our trip is going to be granted, that you don't stand for how we are treated, and that you apologize to us. And I want them to CC it on the email.
Very smart.
Yeah.
That needs to be in writing.
Since we're doing everything in writing, you're going to respond to that initial chain.
Paper trail.
In the event that I do want to take this further.
Right. In the event that I do want to contact Farrah and Farrah, I need a paper trail. So, yes, we're going to continue the trend of writing everything down.
Girl, and when I said that, Marla Hampton's face was just like, yeah.
For fucking sure.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that in her mind, it's like, absolutely.
I agree.
We are going to protect ourselves as much as possible. So I am putting that in writing that we don't stand for this. Because it's already in writing that we tried to do some fucked up ass shit.
This is not our company values.
Right.
We honor our employees taking time off because, one, they accrue it, they earn it, they deserve it.
Yeah.
No. So I was just like, once it's in writing, then we will go ahead and submit it.
Right. For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so you leave the meeting. How are you feeling?
I wanted to go take some shots because I feel like I had just ran a race. I felt good about it. It actually went the way I didn't think it would go so good. I actually didn't think they would be in our favor. I thought that they were just going to say, look, y'all are a 2-person team. We cannot afford for both of you to be out.
Yeah.
That's how I went in. But coming out, it was the complete opposite.
Yeah, that's not true. The staffing is not your concern.
It's not.
If we both need to take off at the same time, we will. You have 6 months to fucking figure it out.
That was another thing. Marlo Hampton stated, Cynthia Bailey can take the time to learn.
You do
what we do.
What did I say? Prepare the others.
Yes.
That is what PTO means. Prepare the others. You've got 6 months to get up to fucking standards so you can do this damn job for 5 days.
4 days.
4 days.
Yes.
4 days.
Marlo said, I think 6 months is enough time
My God.
for you to get caught up to speed on what they do on a day-to-day basis. And she asked us, she said, are you all willing to teach her? And I said, of course. Why not?
I don't even like that, though, because you're the fucking manager. Why I gotta teach you how to do my job? Why am I reporting to you then?
Because as a manager, you should know a little bit about what
All of it. All of it.
Yeah.
How are you gonna manage me and you can't even do what I do? Yeah. That's the problem already.
Yeah.
That was the main fucking problem we would have with managers. You don't even know what the fuck you're doing.
But you can walk around here and tell me what to do. She used to do this thing where, can you do this ASAP? No.
The ASAP's a problem for
And
me.
ASAP would be in caps. No. No, I cannot.
Shove it up your ass.
You can do it ASAP.
Yeah. I actually don't like that.
No.
And whenever I say ASAP to people, I'm being rude.
Anybody who says it is being rude. Yeah.
That's how I know other people are doing it.
It gives, stop what you're doing and do what I just told you to do.
So the meeting went well.
Yes.
The meeting went well. You get out. And HR says they're going to send an email basically saying that you guys can go. Mm-hmm. And you're feeling like...
That girl.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it's very rare that you come out of HR actually feeling like something was accomplished on behalf of you as an employee.
And we basically went up against our managers.
Correct.
And won.
Right.
So, yeah, I was feeling great.
Yeah.
When we got back in office, it was just very quiet. And this was for months to come.
So, because again, this all happened 6 months before the trip.
Correct.
So for the next 6 months, or at least for the first few months after the HR victory, it's very fucking weird in there.
It's very tense.
How is Kenya Moore acting?
Like nothing happened.
This is what I was talking, a psychopath.
A lunatic.
Yes.
Like nothing happened. And again,
that weird civility. Yes. You wronged me in a major way.
On so many levels, and you think that we're just going to sit here and kiki, and I'm going to sit in our meetings and talk with you and engage with you. I have nothing to say.
Yeah.
Nothing to say. I actually felt very uncomfortable coming into office on my 2 weeks when it was my turn. I didn't know how to act.
You were abused.
Yes.
You were emotionally abused by the management team. Mm-hmm. And that really is emotional abuse. You took something that was meaningful to me, that I cared about, and you tried to emotionally manipulate me into not doing it. Mm-hmm. You guys are fucking assholes for doing what you did. And then I still have to come in every day and pretend like everything's fine. And you have not apologized to me. You have not fucking said that, like, this was wrong.
Neither one of them apologized. Even after everything that took place, even after we won, neither one of them apologized. And
Classless.
It just goes to show
Classless.
You have no class,
fucking class.
no accountability,
none,
no respect.
Yeah. And I really want to really, really, really nail this down. This is a form of terrorizing. Mm-hmm. That this is the shit that fucks with our nervous systems. These are the things that just really diminish our confidence at work, that make us feel uncomfortable. This is no way for somebody to live. This is you lowering my quality of life in my workplace, where I'm supposed to feel safe, where I'm supposed to feel secure, where I'm supposed to feel respected. And you violated all of that. Mm-hmm. And it's not a small thing to me. It's not a small thing to me. As soon as I saw the contingencies, that is an abuse of fucking power.
It is.
You tried to threaten me into not taking my rest and my vacation that I have a right to and that I deserve as a Black woman.
Yeah.
And then after the fucking human resources department had to tell you that you are wrong, you have the nerve to still walk around as though you did not do anything to me and that everything is fine. Mm-hmm. You are a fucking animal.
Yeah.
An animal.
I struggled with that for
months. I know you did.
I didn't even want to come to work some days.
And this is what we mean when we say this really was kind of like the downfall of It was us realizing we really need to leave this.
As
fucking,
soon as
this
that
place
happened,
has changed.
I said I have to go.
This place has changed.
Yeah, I have to go.
This person has changed this place.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a time being there in that department that it was not like that.
It wasn't. She wasn't like that.
Yeah.
I think she switched as she gained, more power, more responsibility. That job title started to go up.
Yeah.
Them wages started to go up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it just kind of went to her head.
Yeah.
And she just started disregarding employees.
Yeah. We talked about this a little bit in the first episode where when white women get into positions of power, they don't really help other women.
They don't.
They just start to adhere to
They conform to this mentality of...
They conform to misogyny.
Yeah.
She's surrounded by men.
Mm-hmm.
She's answering to men. She is reporting to men. And so she starts to just conform,
yeah.
like you're saying. Like there is no camaraderie once they get to the top.
Yeah.
And so it's just...
Which I could hone in on something else, but that is another...
Say it. No, go ahead.
It was a position that I wanted to apply for that she convinced me to apply for.
The management role.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this was after the trip. This is when things died down and I started getting a little more comfortable. We weren't back, but we were present.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I did not get the job. And I said, you know what?
And she was the one that interviewed you for it.
Yes. Yes.
After encouraging you to apply.
Also had me have a meeting with Andy Cohen about applying for the position.
Yeah, they made a lot of theater about it.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of pomp around.
Yes.
LeAndra, like, you need to apply for
You need
this.
to do this.
You would be amazing for this role.
Yeah.
You should do this. And in my mind, I remember thinking maybe this is going to be some kind of
apology for what happened, or
some type of penance for what they've
trying
done
to
in
regain,
the past. And
some trust
really,
or something like that.
Yeah, and really seeing for the first time, like, you really do have value. We don't want to lose her. We don't, this is somebody that is like a huge asset here. So, for a second, I thought that was genuine.
I thought it was. It didn't work out in my favor, and that was for sure like the end all be all for me. I said, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm not staying.
And you should have gotten the job because you were very fucking qualified.
Yeah.
You were very fucking qualified. It would have been managing the team you were already on, and it would required a lot of the knowledge that you already had. And again, we need managers who know how to do the work.
So angry.
Yeah.
I'm getting so angry.
So that happened down the line.
Yeah.
And that was that was really the final straw.
It was.
But the Thailand incident was where I realized it, you realized it, I know Stoney realized it. This place has changed. This is a sinking fucking ship. I don't want to be on it when it goes underwater.
Correct.
Yeah. So the dynamic in the department is very weird, and it just is uncomfortable.
Yeah. It's not genuine. It's uncomfortable for me. I'm actually at home trying to make excuses of not coming in. It's just, it wasn't a safe space for me to do my work.
Yeah. And that's so fucking sad.
It is, because at the time I loved what I did.
Yeah,
yes.
you were one of the most enthusiastic people in the department. You were super passionate about your work.
Mm-hmm.
You loved it. You were so fucking good at it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't understand that, like, at all. I do not understand what.
Also, when we would do our parties, like, I brought the people in. Like, how do you treat somebody like me? Anybody? How do you treat somebody like that when they add
boosted
such
the morale?
Yes, when they add such value. Because I'm telling you, as soon as I dipped up out of there.
This is why they don't want you to take off, though.
Correct.
This is
correct.
Yeah.
So
let's talk about Thailand, though. I mean, we did all of this.
Yes.
We fought. You won. They fucking lost. They never apologized. They're pieces of shit. They never fucking apologized. But you know what? You made it to Thailand. Y'all got on that fucking plane.
We did.
And you went to fucking Thailand. How long is that flight, by the way?
Oh my gosh. I want to say it was over 14 hours.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we left from Jax to Atlanta, Atlanta to Paris, Paris to Bangkok.
Damn, you need a whole PTO request just for that.
Listen,
Just for the plane
the
ride.
jet lag was so serious.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was so serious, but Thailand was.
How did
Thailand
it
was
feel?
great.
Are you a window seat person?
No.
No.
I need to be in the aisle.
Okay, that's fine.
I just feel like
I
it's the
wanted to
safest
know if
spot.
you could see Thailand as you were like flying.
Stoney
in.
probably could.
Oh,
She
okay.
loves the window.
I do too. I'm a window seat person.
I need to be in the middle.
Put me in my little cubby hole.
If something
I like
happens, I
it.
just
Yeah.
put me in the center. It's the safest
Yeah.
spot to me.
I also enjoy telling people to get up so that I can use the bathroom.
You are ruthless. No,
I like it. Please move. I have to go.
Oh my
I like
gosh.
it. But you get there,
Mm-hmm.
and I know it was just so fucking beautiful.
I was just like, wow, we
I saw
made
the
it.
pictures. Did you get attacked by any monkeys or anything? 'Cause I
No,
see those
because
videos all the time.
They definitely told us do not fuck with these monkeys
Yeah.
because they will attack you.
I've seen
Don't
videos.
feed them.
They're so mean.
Yes, they are, and they will snatch your shit and run. Yeah, no, I actually stayed on the boat for that part of Fifi
I
Island.
know that's right. Yeah.
I'm not getting
Because
attacked
I didn't
by no
come up.
monkey.
I didn't fight this hard to get over here and get my ass whooped
Also,
by a
you're
monkey.
not about to snatch my lace front off, and then I'm walking around here
Right.
bald capping it.
I
No.
I know. Yeah, we fought too hard to get you over there.
Right.
I don't need you getting fucked up by a monkey.
I'm coming back with my wig.
right.
Okay, I'm coming back with it. But Thailand was great. I think one of my favorite place to visit was Fifi Island
Oh, okay.
because it's
I like that
everything-
name. It's so cute. Fifi.
Yes, it's everything that you see like in the movies.
In the Instagram.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the water. It's
When
clear.
the water's so blue.
Ooh, yes, it's very salty.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Oh,
Close your
really?
mouth when you go in there.
And
but
then like when it's so salty, you like float.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Because I was actually scared to get in there because I thought I was just gonna like sink and drown and
Oh no, baby, it's
I
gonna hold you
floated
up.
my ass
yeah.
right up to the top.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I can swim for real.
Yeah.
It was great.
I can swim for real.
Black people.
right. Yeah.
Correct. I was just like, wow.
Yeah, because
this
I
is
can't
great.
swim either.
I can swim, but I don't do it often. So like sometimes I fear that I lose it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
hopping in there, I was just like, I was a
Oh
pro.
yeah, you had it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Did you get to rest?
No.
No. Was it like are you the type of person that like rests on vacation?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm
You're
on
just
go.
doing the excursions and all that stuff.
Stoney had a whole itinerary.
Okay.
It was
She's strict.
boom, boom, boom.
Strict,
And we
yeah.
stayed in two places. So we stayed in Bangkok and then we stayed in Phuket.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we traveled twice in Thailand actually.
I love that. You need to watch the new season of White Lotus. Do you watch White Lotus? The new season takes place in Thailand.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that
It's
out.
so fucking good.
Mm.
Yeah, but when you were on vacation, did you have fun?
Yes.
Okay.
I ate my ass off. It's ridiculous.
As you should.
How much shrimp pad thai I had. Actually, I got close with one of the vendors because I had went back to her station like 3 times one night. And she's like,
I have those fixations too where
Yeah.
I'm just like
I started
oh,
calling
yeah.
her mama because
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, I do that too. Yeah, I get fixated on like one meal
Yeah.
and I'll just have it over and over again.
That was me. It was, gosh, what's the name of that street in Hangover in Thailand? I cannot remember the street.
In the movie?
Yes.
I don't know.
But it's very notorious for the lights and the clubs and the smoking and and we went to that street and it was exactly like it was.
It's like their Bourbon Street or some shit.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, I was just like, I'm
here.
here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what do I do? Like,
Yeah.
it was the puff puff pass. And
That's
then
how I feel in the
it
library.
was great. I love that for you.
I like I get so overstimulated at the library and World Market, and I have to like shit, like my stomach
You're
just
just
like,
excited.
I'm so fucking excited. There's just so much to look at.
Yeah, that's how
Yeah,
it was.
that's
when
how
we
I
were
felt.
there.
Yeah.
It was great. I'd do it again. I'd do it for longer though.
Okay, yeah.
4 days, 5 days was not enough time.
And you probably only took 5 days because you wanted to get back to work.
Wanted to get back to fucking work.
Those motherfuckers.
How dare they?
You know what? I have to say that I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Advocating for yourself at work is not easy.
Mm-hmm.
And it just sucks, because the same place that you have to be at every day and that you depend on to support yourself and support your daughter is the same place that you're actively having to fight and go up against.
But you know what? I owe thanks to you as well, because again, you charged that battery for me, because at first I was just gonna go along with it.
Yeah, you were just happy that you were getting a
until
yes.
You said, LeAndra, this is not okay.
Yeah,
this is a problem, and you basically told me to like get active.
Yeah, activate it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
I've been
you.
known to do.
You have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the Godfather.
Yeah, for sure. But you did it. Mm-hmm. You know, I gave you that instruction, and you took that fucking action all the way to the end, and you made that trip happen for you and for Stoney, and you had a beautiful vacation out of it.
We did.
And you deserved it. And I just want people to know that these are not normal. That is not normal behavior from management. That is not something that you have to put up with. It's not something that is standard. Fight it.
And when it
challenge
happens,
it.
You know, keep like documentation. Like if your manager is sending you stuff like this and you know it's not right.
Yeah.
Don't
paper trail.
Don't delete the email.
Don't.
Save it.
Record everything.
Send it to your personal email.
Yes.
All that communication we had.
That's my favorite thing to do.
Ooh.
That's my favorite.
And I'm going to do it on your computer.
Yeah, I want you to know.
I'm actually going to print it off as well.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Yes, yeah.
No, yeah. Because you will need to fight it, and it will come up again, and you need to be able to say, this is what fucking happened.
And
from start to
when
finish.
You have the proof, the paper trail proof, there's
nothing.
There's nothing they can say.
Nothing.
And in the event that you have to take it higher than a human resource department,
you got it.
You got it.
Yeah. Record everything.
Document,
protect yourself.
Date everything. Hell, I even have a journal.
Yeah. No, that's smart. That's very fucking
Today's
smart.
date at this time, I met with such and such, stated such and such.
Right.
Objective, conclusion, all of that.
Yeah. For fucking sure. Record everything. If they looked at you wrong, it's going in the book.
Hello.
It's going in the burn book.
Record it in different color pens.
This girl
that makes it like
is
more
a
realistic.
Fugly slut. Yes, it's going in the burn book.
Yes.
Everything.
Yes.
Date, time, receipts. Yeah.
Have to. Have to.
But yeah, you deserve vacation. You deserve to take off. You deserve not to have to fucking go to HR because of it. You deserve time off. Take your fucking time off. Don't be part of the 78%.
No, don't. And don't leave $3,000 just up in the universe.
Yes. That's a lot of fucking money.
Take the vacation. Also, like, understand that a out of office message, it's a clear boundary that you are setting.
Yeah.
I am off during this time.
Returning at this time.
That means do not contact me.
Right.
If it's an emergency, contact this person.
Right.
I do it all the time.
Yeah.
I should not get any phone calls from my job.
I know.
None.
I actually think people need to stop responding to calls when they're out of office. You need to also need to hold yourself accountable, and you need to teach corporations how to treat you.
I mean, do what the CEO of ViStar did.
What'd he do?
He was on a full-fledged vacation when their
during the crisis.
Couldn't locate him.
When the app, y'all, when the ViStar app went down.
Yes.
Yeah. As a member, I was about to call Congress. I was like,
now I'm not a member of them, but I was just like,
I'm a member. The app did not fucking. It was the most chaotic.
Weren't the lines like wrapped around the building or something? And people weren't getting their direct deposits. No, it was crazy.
Everything stopped.
Yeah.
Everything stopped, and it was a fucking nightmare. And the CEO was like, self-care.
Vacay.
See you when I see you.
Vacay.
And I was like,
because they were trying to like get statements from him. They could not.
They couldn't reach. Out of office.
Couldn't reach him.
Queen shit. I'm out of office. Don't fucking talk to me.
That's how we need to be.
That's how we need to be.
Correct.
Yeah. If there's a crisis, don't call me.
It's only a select few that can get in contact with me.
Yeah.
Very select.
Very select. I know.
Yeah.
It is. It's a standard to which I hold myself. I basically am like the CEO of ViStar. Figure it out.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, y'all, that was part 2.
Part 2.
Damn. I hope you enjoyed this. That's our lore. That's our fucking lore.
I feel better. I feel
Yeah.
released.
That story needed to be told.
It did.
Yep.
It did.
It did. Listen, y'all, we are on YouTube, Yap Me Baby Podcast. We're on Instagram, Yap Me Baby Podcast. We're on Spotify, Yap Me Baby Podcast, every other Wednesday. And we're on TikTok. Yap
Yes,
Me Baby Podcast.
follow us, like
Follow
us,
yeah.
repost us.
Love on us.
We also have confessionals
yes,
in
y'all.
our bio on Instagram.
That's our new thing.
It is very anonymous.
Yeah.
If you have something that you want us to review, this
Seen
is a safe place.
We've seen a few trickle in.
Yeah.
They're very juicy. We're going to get into those.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, but submit your confessions. They're anonymous. We'll yap about it on the show. You can tune in and listen. And I'm Kanesha.
And I'm LeAndra.
This is Yap Me Baby Podcast. Bye, y'all.
Bye.